I want you to get ready to embark on a transformative journey where there's no more suffering in silence, no more conforming to outdated societal norms. This is the podcast where we dare to crush those societal expectations and embrace the realities of pregnancy and parenthood with one honest conversation at a time. It's time for us to rise above the shadows and ignite a movement towards a happier, more fulfilled world for every parent and child. If that's you and you're ready to challenge the status quo and embark on this incredible journey with me, then I'd like to welcome you to the Birth Junkie Podcast. Hello and welcome back. My name is Petra. I am a birth doula, birth educator, and placenta encapsulation specialist. I'm a mom of 4. So I'm here today to talk about home birth, and specifically I want to talk about how to bring up home birth with your partner when they're not on board. So specifically what I want to talk about today is getting your partner on board with the idea of having a home birth when they think that it's not the best idea. So this can be a very sticky subject because a lot of people have very strong opinions either way on home birth and hospital birth. So I want to give you a little background. Home birth is not just for the crunchy, hippie people, and it's not just a trend. Home birth actually used to be the norm. Like, nobody gave birth in hospitals up until about 1914. That's when the first maternity ward was created in hospital. So before that, nobody gave birth out like inside the hospital. Everybody gave birth at home, like attended by their family or attended by a midwife. So, it's not unreasonable to want a home birth. I get it. I wanted one too. I didn't end up doing it, but I wish, if I could go back, I definitely would. So I want to give you 10 kind of tips or steps that you can take in order to try to get your partner on board. And now I'm not here to tell you like you need to convince them, but if this is really something that's important to you or you feel like it's something your heart is telling you to do, then these steps can definitely help you in, helping your partner understand where you're coming from. So number 1, research. So start by doing your research about home births, like thorough research. Gather information about the safety and benefits of home birth and be prepared to share all of this with your partner. Having evidence-based facts can help alleviate their concerns, and it doesn't even need to be evidence-based either. Like if you find somebody on like a Facebook group or something and they had an amazing experience, you can gather a few people's experiences and stories, and then you can also use those as information or research or whatever. Number 2, have an open line of communication. Initiate those open and honest and raw conversations with your partner that might be a little hard to have. Express your desire for home birth and the reasons behind it. Give your partner the opportunity to express their own thoughts, concerns, and fears as well, because everybody wants to feel like what they're feeling or thinking is valid. So having that open line of communication with your partner is key. Number 3, involve them in decision making. So obviously make it a joint decision. Let your partner know that of course their input matters and that you want to make this choice together because you're a team, you're a couple. And this can help, or what can help is discussing both the pros and cons of home birth together. That way you can make an informed decision together. Number 4 is take a home birth specific birth education course. Don't take a hospital birth education course. Take a home birth specific one. And whether that be in person or online, a quick Google search will bring you to those. I'll also drop a couple links below on some that I suggest. So these classes often cover different like birth options, and they can provide like a balanced view of what home birth can look like in different situations and scenarios. So number 5, meet with a midwife And obviously, if you're considering a home birth, make sure that it is a home birth midwife, because there is a difference between a hospital midwife and a home birth midwife. So meet with that qualified midwife who specializes in home birth, because they've attended already so many home births. They can address your partner's concerns and help provide some type of reassurance from their personal experience as a midwife attending other home births. Number 6, address different safety concerns, because obviously nobody wants anything to happen to their baby, and safety always comes top of mind when somebody is concerned about home birth. So discuss the safety measures that will be in place during your home birth, such as having a trained home birth midwife present, having access to medical equipment, and planning for emergencies. So different types of emergencies you can have plans for. That way, if something does end up happening, you're not blindsided, and it's not like this over-the-top crazy situation, because you planned for it. So plan putting together a home birth kit together. And typically, if you are going to hire a home birth midwife, they typically do give you like a list of what they suggest you have in your home to prepare for your home birth. So preparing that home birth kit together can help to, involve them in this birth process. So number 8, visit a birth center. So if your partner is still hesitant about a home birth, this can actually be like a middle ground option, because a home birth is like, it can be a home-like setting with medical support nearby. Typically, home births are only a few miles away from a hospital. So, you can also know that if you are at a birth center, you can easily and quickly get to a hospital. So this can be a compromise that you guys discuss if home birth is, out of the question for them completely. Number 9 is seek support. So encourage your partner to talk to other fathers or partners who have actually supported home births already. Because hearing, like I've already mentioned before, like hearing about their experiences might provide them with some insight that you might have not been able to provide. And it could help with reassuring them that home birth is not crazy. Home birth is safe and it's a reasonable choice. And number 10, ultimately, it's important to respect your partner's choice and where they're coming from, especially if they're very uncomfortable with this idea, because this can affect your birth experience. If they're uncomfortable and uneasy throughout your birth experience. So, I feel like it's important to address and respect their concerns, but also, ultimately this is your body. You're going to be the one that's experiencing labor through your body, So if you feel like this is on your heart to really go for home birth, seek out different resources such as a therapist. Go see a therapist with your partner. Go see them together so that you guys can try to figure out how to navigate the situation. Because a therapist might also have different insight as an outside third-party source that could help you navigate this area without creating tension or issues in your relationship. So, I really hope that these tips have helped you in, providing some type of guidance towards having that home birth and getting your partner on board for your home birth. If you would like to connect with me deeper, or you want to chat more about this specific topic, go ahead and get me on Instagram at Birthing Come True. Send me a DM. I'm so open to talking about all things birth. I'm obviously obsessed. I could talk about birth and postpartum all day long. So don't be afraid to reach out, and I will chat with you soon. Bye. Oh my gosh, I feel so honored that you took the time out of your busy day to listen to that episode. I really hope that you liked it, or something resonated with you, or you learned something new today. Make sure to hit subscribe so that you don't miss an episode. And if you'd like to connect with me, go ahead and go to the show notes and click the link. I'd love for you to rate and review this show. That helps more people see this show when they're searching. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a beautiful day. I will see you next week.